Gundam.tk presents SD Unicorn Gundam. Hey, how you doing everybody? It's Robert184 coming at you today with a review of the SD Unicorn Gundam from the, well, I guess it's from the novel, and now from the anime Gundam UC, or Gundam Unicorn. This is a brand new kit released at the end of February in 2010, and it sells for the price of 1,000 yen or $10 US, you could say. It's number 360 in the long-running BB Senshi series. Taking a look around the box, you'll see on the left side the pilot, Barnard Lynx, and you're going to have the SD Gundam itself. It shows that you can move the hips inside, which is people who have built anything from high grade 00 will be familiar with that. You're able to move the elbows, and it comes with the shield, beam saber, and rifle, which is pretty cool. And besides the obvious Unicorn Destroy mode, you're also going to be able to transform it into the regular Unicorn Gundam, and the fact that they have a transforming SD Gundam is a pretty ridiculous thought in and of itself. And over here, keeping with some of the traditions of SD Gundam, you're going to get a ridiculous mode that you'll probably never use, and this is Unicorn Beast Mode. Now, unlike the other side of the box, which showed a beautifully painted SD Unicorn Gundam, you're going to get here an untouched up one, and you'll notice that they hide the legs. That's done on purpose. And it's going to show off that you're going to get a lot of original inner frame plus original decals. And here it's showing it in both of its forms, the Destroy and the SD mode, so you can use this on a 1/44th action base, no problem. And if you put them beside each other, they look pretty cool. And if you had two of them, you could have Destroy mode riding Unicorn Beast mode. And who would ever do that? Here's a quick look at the plates before I start putting this together. It's got white, dark blue, and gray, plus one red part for the face on the A plate. The B plate is all white, and the C plate is all clear pink parts that anybody who's built a master grade will be familiar with. So here's a look at the manual, and it has a very clean cover, which I think it actually shows off the Gundam really well. And of course this is a painted version, as you can tell by the fact that it has red in the legs. When you crack it open, it's going to have on the back instructions here for the BB Senshi original Unicorn Beast mode. It's going to have a rear view, and it's going to show off the action bases and where to put on the decals, which is done in color. Bandai, please always do that. Decals in color are great, and here is the painting guide. When you flip this over on the back, you're just going to have mostly advertisements showing off this and showing highlights from the anime as well. And they're going to show you some details, including the head, some story information, and a little bit of information about the weapons, the beam magnum, the shield, and the beam saber, and a UC photograph. When you crack this open on the inside, you're going to see the A, B, and C plates, as you've already seen. It's some information, how to order missing parts, and you're going to have 3 pages of instructions, and at the very end you're going to have details on how to transform it. Here are the regular stickers to put on. You can see for the V-fins, or the unicorn horn, the cameras, the eyes, the head of the Unicorn Gundam, and you're going to get some white parts to put on the side of the shield and a big gray block in the middle. And you're also going to get these kinds of seals, which you can put on, and I'm probably not going to do that, in keeping with the clean look of the Unicorn Gundam, as is usual for me. When it's all done, you're going to have used all the plates, and there's the A plate, the B plate, and the clear pink part, and you're going to have 2 leftover polycaps, otherwise no wasted parts. Something I should mention here is that I used the red Real Touch marker extensively, and you've got the fat end here and then the skinny end over on the other side. And this red looks really good. It matches the psycho frame really well, and I was really able to bring out a lot of details. So if you're buying this, you might want to consider spending the couple bucks to pick this up as well. So when it's all put together, you're going to get separate feet, legs, and a waist section. You're also going to get the chest. The shoulders and the arms can be separated. You're also going to have the shield, the head, the backpack with 2 beam sabers that don't really do anything, 1 clear pink beam saber, and the beam magnum. For a look at the parts top to the bottom, I've got the legs and feet attached here, and basically there's just a ball joint at the bottom, and if you put the foot in firmly, you're not going to get a lot of mobility with the ankle, but still enough. Now, what I really wanted to focus on here is that down below, I have taken my red Real Touch marker and drawn all around the knees and ankles, basically because you're only going to have white feet if you leave this as is. So I thought that was something that really needed a little bit of touching up. As far as the waist section goes, here you've got psycho frame that's always exposed here, so even if you've got it in unicorn mode, you cannot close these flaps. but you can close this part, so that will look a little bit better when it's in Unicorn mode. As well, on the sides, this is always open, so again, nothing you can do about that. And on the back, you have thrusters. The chest had a surprising bit of color in it, well, mostly just the fact that it has the gray here, and compared to the Master Grade one, which is horrible to transform, this one is great. You just flip these grills up and pinch it together. No problems going in or out. So this is a huge step up on the Master Grade in terms of ease of transformation. For the rest, you're just going to put the arms in here. You can see some of the psycho frame inside, and I put in a little bit of gray marking around the neck. With SD Gundams, sometimes you get really small arms and sometimes you get big ones, and the Unicorn one really has the big shoulders, which goes really well because it's got a big chunk of psycho frame in there that's being showed off. A little bit of gray lining in there. When you transform this, you're just basically going to detach this, move it in, and then plug it in, and then you can seal everything up. And down below, this is going to be all white unless you use the Real Touch marker in there. And I think that the Real Touch marker really worked well, and you don't have to be careful because you're going to cover it up with this side mount anyway. And you're going to have a hand down here, very standard for an SD Gundam, and no real mobility besides rotation. You're going to have beam sabers with big ugly holes in the back, but it doesn't matter because they made the front look good. So Bandai, good job for that. The shield looks better than I expected, although you'll notice from the side that these little white strips here are just stickers, and it looks a lot better with them than not from the front, but if you see it off to the side, it does look a little bit strange. As far as transformation, these just bend in, and you're not able to slide this in and out like you are with the Master Grade, and some gray lining here and a big gray sticker over the middle. And though they don't give you different colors like they do with the Master Grade here with blue parts for the weapons itself, the Beam Magnum actually looks really good for an SD weapon, but it is huge, although it doesn't look out of place when you put it all together. Finally, for weapons, the Beam Saber is always bent like this, and so I would have preferred if they had given you two, a straight one and a bent one, because if he's not doing the slashing motion, this sort of looks a little bit out of place. The head of the Unicorn Gundam, however, is really cool, and of course, for an SD Gundam, the head has to be the focal point, and I think they did a great job with it. Mostly because of the fact that, again, they went with the clear psycho frame here. You can see it also underneath the sticker for the eyes that there's psycho frame under there. Put some black lining in here. These are, of course, big gaudy gold stickers, but they don't look too bad. You've got the camera lens there, as well as one on the back. And inside here, you've actually got two faces, one for Destroy mode and one for Unicorn mode. And on Unicorn mode, there is a small green sticker around the eyes. But it's the little details that they put in, like putting the Vulcans on the head and the psycho frame on the side. Easy lines for lining, or easy channels here for lining, so no problems at all to make this head look good with very little effort. So thanks for watching part 1, everybody, and stay tuned for part 2 to see the SD Unicorn Gundam all put together and transformed. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Gundam.tk, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks as always, everybody.